recording. Hello, Hannah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
How bad is the humidity?
Oh my god, no, it's
Mate.
yuck. It's disgusting.
I can't believe how straight your hair is.
I had it in braids just all day,
Oh,
all
did
morning,
you?
just before this, and then I took it out, and then it just went.
So tell the listeners a little bit about. Actually, no, we've actually done an interview already, but you can expand on that.
Basically, repeat that.
Yeah.
So I'm Hannah. I manage a pole studio in Mitcham, so that's my full-time job.
Yep.
I'm also a PT on the side. Not everyone. Yeah. Not everyone knows that.
That's new information.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a while, like 3 years.
3 years? Oh.
Yeah.
What made you get into that?
Well, I was always actually fun story. In high school, I would do anything to get out of PE. I hated exercise.
Out of PE?
I hated exercise.
Why?
I just hated it. I actually don't know. I think I was just a grumpy kid and I just hated it, and I actually don't know why, but for some reason I hated it. And then really ironic that then as I got older, I just kind of started to enjoy exercise and fitness, and then I was like, oh.
It's the appreciation for the endorphins, I think.
Yeah, and it's so funny because if you told my school teachers, oh my God, I was so horrible in school. If you told them now that I have 2 jobs in the fitness industry, they'd be like, no, who? Yeah.
Crazy. Now you're a Melbourne girl.
How long do you- No.
No.
I'm a country girl.
Oh. Country Victoria.
Yeah. So basically I grew up in South Gippsland.
Right.
In a 600 population town that none of you have heard of, Tura. And
No, I haven't heard of Tura.
No, you haven't. And then basically when I was, I think I was 20, I moved to Ballarat for a bit. I'm still really not sure why I did that. And then I moved back home. And then in lockdown, I moved to the eastern suburbs. Mooroolbark. I moved to Mooroolbark, yeah.
Okay.
And then I was just kind of around the east for a while. I've got a lot of family, friends there.
Yep.
And that's kind of the area that I've stayed in. Yeah.
So just rewind a little bit. So why did you choose Ballarat?
So I had some friends from South Gippsland.
Yep.
We all worked at IGA together.
Hey,
And
IGA girl.
Yeah.
Essential worker.
Oh yeah,
Well,
but that was
pre.
way pre-COVID. And yes, some of my friends, they moved to Ballarat. I think one of them was studying the uni and that kind of thing, and then she had a spare room, and I was just like, I was bored. I was pretty sick of working at IGA for 3 years, and then I was like, I need to do something. I need to have some life experiences. So, and I was like, oh my God, I'm 20 and I still live with my parents. I'm so old. That's how I was feeling, right? That's so young. And I thought I was like,
it's so young.
I'm getting old. Like I need to do something.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'd moved out 3 times before 20 and
Oh my-
yeah, but I kept going back home.
Right.
So when I was 21, my best mate that I met in Perth, he was from Bendigo, and he came back here, and then he was like, you need to hurry up and get over here. You need to hurry up and get over here. And then I thought, okay, well, 4th time lucky, I'll move and make sure that I can't go home. So I moved interstate
Wow.
by myself.
Oh,
yeah.
That's huge. That's terrifying. Did you not want to go back home?
No, I definitely didn't want to go back. No, 1 suitcase and that's it. That's it. I had everything in that 1 suitcase.
Damn. Good
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah. And that was 24 years ago.
24 years ago. Do you want to know how old I was 24 years ago?
You were like 3?
3.5.
You were still living at home
I
in
was
Tura.
definitely living at home in Tura 24 years ago, yes.
Yeah.
Good times.
So Ballarat, and then you went back to Tura,
Yeah, I did.
and then you moved to Melbourne
Yeah.
during COVID,
It was
or just before.
Actually, it was the weekend before we went into stage 4 lockdown. Yeah, but South Gippsland didn't ever actually go fully stage 4 lockdown.
Yeah.
So
They had it lucky out there, right?
yeah, and snuck back down there once or twice.
Just for a What do you mean you snuck it back down there?
I know the back roads.
Oh.
You know how they had like how it was when it was like super extreme and it was like cops would be like on the border of where it became Gippsland.
What do they call that? They call that the
oh my gosh, I don't remember.
The steel ring or
the ring of steel. It was not made of steel.
No, it was nothing.
It was just thin air, baby, and if you know the area, you just go straight through.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then if you just like photocopied a pass, you could like get through anyway.
Oh, it was so easy. But sometimes they didn't actually even stop you because they were just banking up the traffic, and it was at a pretty unsafe area as well. It was like a roundabout on the South Gippsland Highway.
Yeah.
So.
What were your parents like when you decided that you were going to move to Ballarat and then you moved to Melbourne like a week before COVID?
So Ballarat, they were like, okay, do what you want to do, girl. But like, I mean, I know Mum was crying. I know that. I don't really know. I think Dad was kind of like,
she was.
Sorry, Mum.
Shout out to Mum.
Yeah.
So sorry, Mum.
Yeah. Oh well, she'll live. Yeah, I know that she was upset. I think Dad was just like, oh well, get out there, do your thing, kiddo. Like we'll be here when you come back, kind of thing. Because it was never permanent.
Your dad.
Yeah. Like they definitely fully support every stupid decision I've ever made.
Well, that's good.
But like they're also like, we'll be here when you need to come back. So
yeah.
And then I was there for I think I was back home for nearly a year, I think. And that was good. And then when I wanted to move to Melbourne, they were like definitely better and more comfortable with it than because Ballarat was like 4 hours from home.
Right.
And I have like a lot of family friends and some extended family around the area that I'm in now, so they were a lot more comfortable with it. And I was a bit older, like I wasn't so young and dumb. I was still dumb, but just a little bit older. Didn't someone once say
inexperienced? You were just inexperienced.
I have this thing where I get older but just never wiser.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know. Who said
that?
A
very wise woman.
Oh.
Her name's Taylor.
Swift?
Yeah. It's the first line anti-hero.
Oh, I had no idea.
But it's like so relatable. But yes, I'll just be a bit older and they're a lot better about that. And I think, it was a lot more chill and it was definitely the right decision. And I am very happy where I am now. Yeah.
That's cool. And so you also play in a band?
I do.
You're a guitarist?
I am.
Have you always been that creatively sound?
Yes. Yeah. When I was a little girl, I remember my first like memory of sitting in the lounge room. Slash was on TV. I think
Slash was on TV.
I think it was Welcome to the Jungle was playing. And I remember
Channel V or something?
Something like that.
Or ABC.
I think
Countdown.
so. And I was like, Dad, who's that? And he's like, that's Slash. I was very young. I don't know how I'm remembering this. And then there was one day when I walked into I was little. I don't think Mum was home. And I walked into his room. He's playing guitar through the amp. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's loud. It's scary. Like, make it stop. And then I just had this fascination with it whenever he would pick up the guitar.
So your dad played?
Yeah, but not in bands or anything, nothing serious. Like he just had guitars around the house and whenever he was home just chilling, like he would. And then I was like, oh, that's really cool.
So you got it off your dad?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then when I was like in year 7, I got into his CD collection. CDs, a thing of the past. Yeah, and I found Appetite for Destruction, The Spaghetti Incident, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. So basically all Guns N' Roses stuff.
Yep.
And there was like some Van Halen and Motley Crue in there too, but I really gravitated towards Guns N' Roses.
That's right. I remember Guns N' Roses from the interview. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, can you teach me some chords on guitar? And then he taught me some stuff. But the best thing he did was teach me how to read tabs. Because I was like, yeah, cool, I can play some acoustic stuff. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to plug that thing in. I want to play electric. Like, I want to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think I looked up the opening chords to Paradise City. I was like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so I started kind of learning because I still have this in my house. When he was a teenager or like early 20s, he went to a music store in Traralgon and he bought the Guns N' Roses.
You're a really country girl.
Yeah. The Appetite for Destruction, like guitar tablature book. He bought that, and then I found that, and it's so torn up. I still have that in my house today.
Wow.
And yeah, so I started learning Izzy Stradlin's parts because obviously he's the rhythm guitarist. That's easier than Slash's parts. And then when I felt confident in that, I started learning Slash's parts. So basically.
So take us through like the process of like learning that though. Like how do you like? Is it just like through trial and error, or like are you?
Okay, so when you open the book, there's like 2 lines, and like you can just see which is Slash's and which is Izzy's because one's easier than the other. And basically that's where the tablature reading that he taught me comes into there because it says like because it's like a drawing, I guess. Like it's got all the strings and then like what number fret you're meant to be on. And you know you listen to the song and then you kind of. It shows you what notes to play, and then in like the delivery of it, you've kind of just got to know the song, and it takes time, and like you've got to get muscle memory is a thing too,
and calluses on your fingertips.
Yeah, I have the like hardest hands, like my fingertips are all torn up, but also like the palms of my hands. It's just they are not soft, cute, girly hands.
Let's just remember you didn't like doing PE.
I know. It's crazy. And now those calluses, they're like from guitar, from pole dancing, and from lifting weights.
Why didn't you want to do PE?
I don't think I liked sweating. I didn't like team stuff. I didn't like playing. I wasn't competitive.
You didn't want to play with your classmates?
No, I didn't have a lot of friends. I just, such a drag.
Did I ask you this question already? Are you an only child?
No, I have a sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Younger?
2 years older.
Oh, so you're the youngest.
I'm the baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe that does explain a lot.
Excuse me?
Well,
what?
Youngest child syndrome. I don't want to do PE. I don't want to.
Hey, my older sister didn't like it either.
Oh, did
we
she?
We just hated it. It sucked.
Oh, do you look like your sister?
I mean, we have similar features, but no, like.
I mean,
you can tell we're related, but we're not twins.
Right. Maybe it was just a thing in Tura then. Did any of the other kids not want to do PE?
Oh, so sport was like a big thing.
Oh,
yeah, like, and we just didn't fit in because it was like, what do you do with your life if you don't play sport or if you're not into PE? Like, no, we just did not fit in. And I was like, I could be doing other things right now. Like poking my eyeballs out with forks.
Wow.
But I did like swimming and I was really good at that, but that was really it. And volleyball. But that was it. But I didn't
netball?
Oh. No.
Footy?
Oh no, I was so bad at that.
I would have thought that footy would have been really big like in country Victoria.
It was really big there. But I wasn't good at it.
So when did you get into doing pole?
Okay, so
and then I have a question about pole versus something else.
All right, let's go. So how I got into that was, so as a kid, I did do a little bit of dancing, but still I never really stuck it out that long, but I always had an interest in it because I was like, ugh, it's pretty hard.
As in like ballet and...
I did start out with ballet, but I quit that because the teacher made me cry because if you didn't point your toes, she would tickle your legs. And I'm like that person that if you tickle me, I will actually get violent. I didn't, but like, you know how some people are like, don't tickle me, and they want you to. I'm like, no, if you tickle me, I will kill you. So that was a thing. And then I just, there could be people listening that know who I'm talking about. Didn't like my teacher. As I tried like different schools and stuff, there was a certain teacher that I was like, nope, absolutely not. And so I just kind of...
I was in like different, like a dance teacher.
Yeah, right. yeah.
That's all right. I mean, you know,
just didn't vibe with it. And it was very cliquey, like even as a little girl. And I was like, I don't fit in here. I don't like this. Maybe like any sport just isn't for me. And then I always kind of had an interest in pole dancing. It was very taboo. So I was like, oh, I don't like tell anyone that. But then I watched Rock of Ages and
Yeah.
Julianne Hough.
Yeah.
She's an amazing dancer, and she was also in the remake of Footloose. Like, I just had the biggest crush on her. She is insane. She's so talented. She's so beautiful. She's such a good dancer. And then I was like, oh, I should really get back into dance, but I'm too old. Because like I think I was 19, and I was like, like you kind of have to be doing a dance since you're out of the womb, And then I was like,
I've got friends that, she like in Perth, and then she came to Melbourne for dance school, and because she was so tall, it was just so hard for her.
yeah, absolutely. And it's like very rigid, I guess. And then in Rock of Ages, Julianne Hough was pole dancing. And by this point, I was kind of coming out of my shell a little bit, being like, I do have interest in that.
Girl crush.
And I was like, damn, she looks incredible. Like, she looks so strong. She looks sexy. She's dancing, but it's also like more like, like strength workout as well. But it was mainly because she looked hot AF. And I was like, I want to be like that.
You guys are athletes.
Oh, absolutely. And then I did a trial day at a studio that was an hour and a half from my house. So to everyone that says a 20-minute drive for a pole studio is too far, I used to drive an hour and a half one way for a 1 hour class.
Wow.
On a work night, and I had to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. So you can shove your excuses elsewhere.
Not when you're working IGA.
No, I was working at a marine terminal in South Gippsland at Barry Beach.
A marine.
Shout out to Cube. Hi. I know that some people will be listening that I worked with there.
Someone's got a radio voice.
What?
Yeah.
I've got a loud voice. Probably don't even need a mic.
We still need a mic. Sounds like a radio voice though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think.
So, okay, so you're driving an hour and a half to your classes.
Yeah, I just
for a
loved
1
it.
hour class. That's how much you loved it.
So much, yeah. And it was like the first time I actually felt good about myself, and I was like, damn, I have something to work towards. Like it's not like you're aimlessly just dancing. It's like you have to build up your strength to do certain tricks to pass an assessment to get to the next level.
Hang on a minute. There's levels?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
okay, here we go. 8-week terms, and you have your levels.
What?
So where I was, so every studio is different, like with how they do work. But where I was, there was like level 1, level 2, level 3, up to level 10, and then it was pre-elite, and then it was pre-elite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it was elite and elite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But where I am now, it's like beginner 1, beginner 2, into 1, into 2, advanced 1, advanced 2, and then elite.
Right.
Yeah. I'm elite. Just saying. It took 7 years to get there.
I'm finding it really hard to breathe in here. Your head's so big. No, I'm
Yep.
kidding.
Sure is. 7 years of hard work.
7 years?
Yeah.
You've been doing it for 7 years.
Takes a long time to get to there.
Shit.
Yeah. You don't breeze through the levels. Like, it's hard work.
Yeah. I had no idea that there were levels. I thought it was just like aerobics.
You just go in there and one day you're good.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I had no idea that there's
Yeah.
like grading and like
Yeah.
levels, and
Yeah.
that's actually really good.
Yeah.
I think like when you're younger, it's hard to like work out what you want to do, but you just have to kind of like do like lots of different things until you find something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think you'll be doing pole for like ever?
Oh, yeah, till I'm 90, maybe older. I don't know. Or if I die. That's getting a bit morbid. Yeah, like I can't imagine ever not doing it.
Yeah.
It's just part of who I am now. That's so corny. Yeah. Wow.
We get all the corn on here.
Yeah, I can't imagine not doing it. Like, it's just, I just love it so much. Like, pole and guitar are my two favorite things. They're my two loves. So,
If there was something else that you would be doing, what would that be?
I actually don't know. Because honestly, like,
because I guess the pole gives you the like physical activity as well as the dynamic creativity of like using your body.
Yeah.
And then guitar and playing music gives you that, like, again, another creative outlet, you know?
Yeah, probably be writing. And I do write music and stuff, but like I'd probably would have gotten into like creative writing because I did a lot of that in school. Actually, not to brag, but in grade prep, we had a
grade prep.
Yeah,
that's a long time ago.
6-year-old me. There was a book writing competition. I won, and my book was called The Magic Lunchbox. The
Magic Lunchbox.
Yeah, that's right. And we still have it at home. So probably would have gotten into creative writing. Written about more lunchboxes.
Do you remember the storyline?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I can't believe.
Seriously, just about to expose myself so hard.
Come on. Do it. Magic Lunchbox.
Why? Okay. I'm just like picturing my mum listening and just laughing so hard.
I just have to say, whenever I get a guest to sit on this couch, I don't know what it is, but they just like tell me like lots of different
This
things.
is the best.
It's so funny. I've had 2 runner-ups to music reality TV shows sit on that couch, and I had no idea because I don't do any research.
Oh, I'm gonna ask you later who they were.
Brennan from Sisters Doll.
Brennan Milano. Hi, Brennan. No, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Hi, Brennan. I hope you're well.
Yeah. And then Emily Williams.
Emily Williams. I know that name.
Second season of Idol. She came runner-up.
Don't know.
And then I had Stick Maribo on as well, and Stick Maribo was like a big radio host, like in the 80s and 90s. He gave
I wasn't born.
yeah, he gave Michael Jackson the key to Melbourne when Michael Jackson first came to Melbourne. Yeah,
God damn,
that's pretty funny, huh? I had him sitting on my couch.
It's a royal couch.
I had no idea. Anyway, so you're about to expose yourself to Magic Lunchbox.
That's such a better flex than the Magic Lunchbox. Okay, so there was a girl, her name was Lara, and she had a lunchbox. The lunchbox was purple. One day she opened it, and I think I'm going to ask my mum to send me a picture of the book later. I think it started talking to her. The lunchbox started talking to this kid, and it said, "I love you, Lara." It was really weird. And then
did Lara have any friends?
No. Very much like myself. And then she
had
took
imaginary
Wait,
friends.
no, it wasn't Lara. That was a different book I wrote. It was Abby. And then she took the lunchbox in to tell her mum, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. Woo." And then they were like friends forever with her lunchbox. What the heck? Why did my teacher let me submit that? She should have said, "Hannah, what the heck?"
Bro.
Shout out Mrs. Woods.
Why did... hang on a minute. You're like, why did she let you submit it and then you gave her a shout out?
No, because she was a legend. Because she was probably like, "This is dreadful, but I'm going to let you do you, Han." And then I won a competition. I got a certificate.
Look, I mean...
It's a slay.
You could have gone down creative writing.
Yeah, I started to think maybe it wasn't for me.
What type of writer would you be? Fantasy?
Probably not about lunchboxes. I have no idea. I think I maybe would have gone down like, I don't know. There was a book called Wings that I really liked. It was about a fair. It was like when I was a teenager. It was like, I think they were trying to do a little bit of a Twilight ripoff. Never got into Twilight. Still not into Twilight. But I think it could have been like kind of like realistic fantasy, if that makes sense. Like not like oh, fairies, goblins, woo, like where they try to make it realistic, like Twilight, like, oh yeah, vampires are real. What? Like kind of like that, like teenager kind of stuff like that, but definitely not for me now. I can see that.
Right, because you're not into Twilight.
Yeah,
but you're into Taylor Swift.
Look, I am a rock chick through and through, but I love Tay-Tay. Okay. So in like 2006, I heard Teardrops on my guitar and I was like, this chick's really pretty and she plays guitar. And it was when I was getting Dad to teach me some chords on acoustic. So I was just getting into learning guitar, kind of knowing I do want to go electric. Then I saw a video of her playing an electric guitar and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And then I was like, maybe I could learn some of her songs because they sound fairly easy and that might like help me just, get better. And because this is her first album, so a lot of kids these days don't know the first album. And that's actually how I got into...
You sound so old.
I'm so old.
The kids these days.
The kids these days. And that's actually how I got into songwriting. And a lot of people were like, oh my God, you like her. And I'm like, guys, I like her first 3 albums. Yeah. So that's actually what got me into songwriting, because I could see her formula that she used, and I could see her the 4 chords that she would always use. Like, obviously they were always different, but I always knew how she structured her songs and how she wrote them. And then that taught me a lot. And there was actually a time in year 7 where I wrote a song every single day, using the same kind of formula as her, and it just really helped me. Like, it was more of a creative outlet, and I was learning like how her songs are created, and I was like, I'm going to use this. It was great.
Were you writing a song every day in year 7 because you didn't do PE and you didn't have any friends?
Definitely because I didn't have any friends. Look, I did PE, but I was very grumpy about it. I did it, but I was like openly putting in 0 effort. But then, like, I would write on the bus ride home, and then I would go straight to my room after school and whip out the guitar. And the guitar was like bigger than me at the time. I was so little, and there was this pink this pink exercise book that I just filled. And that's what I would do in my afternoons whilst other people were like doing football, netball. I was like, sorry, gotta write, gotta play guitar. Yeah. So I got a soft spot for Tay-Tay. I've also held her hand.
What?
You heard me.
Oh, did you hold her hand at the last time she was here?
No, but I was there.
How did you there. How did you hold her hand?
Okay, see, this is the thing. Like, back when people didn't... Well, she was still pretty famous. Okay, so Tuesday, the 13th of March, 2012.
Oh, my God.
The Speak Now tour, which many people will be like, what album's that?
Hang on. This is how
I'm an
prolific...
encyclopedia.
No, this is how prolific that experience gave you.
Yeah.
You remember the date.
So I remember the date because 13 is her lucky number.
Right.
And it was Tuesday, the 13th of March, 2012.
Right.
And so she had 2 stages. So the main stage and then the B stage. And because I'd done my research, I knew that we had to stand at the B stage. And I was against the barrier, and I had bruised ribs after. So I'm just standing there against the barrier.
Because you've been pushed from behind.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
14.
Shit.
Yeah.
You were one of them.
Yeah, I'm
screaming,
an OG.
You screaming at the top of your lungs.
I was crying.
Oh, because your ribs are getting crushed.
No, I was crying because I was so happy.
Oh.
And then she comes down off this stage, and I'm just like sort of like holding the barrier. I'm just like kind of looking around because I'm like, oh yeah, she's like walking to the stage. And then I feel something cold on my hand. I'm like, oh my God, like someone's touching me. Get off me. And I like start shaking it. And then this is like slow motion. So at the time she used to write lyrics up her arm for some reason at every show.
Yeah.
And I'm like shaking it because I'm like, oh my God, like there's someone touching me. Get off me. And then I'm like looking up and I'm like seeing the writing and I'm like, oh my God. And like a 14-year-old me, I was like, oh my God, it's Taylor Swift. She's holding my hand. I was very emotional. And then it was like, and then so she's like holding my hand and she's like, I love you. I was like, yeah, you do. Anyway, and that was like the best 2 seconds of my life.
That was such an emotional moment.
I was crying.
You were trying to like flick her hand off your hand.
Yeah, because I was 14. I was like, oh my God, like someone's touching me. Get off me. And then I was like, what an
Where were you looking to begin with? Were you
at the barrier.
Oh.
Because I was just like, because it was wild. Like I broke my toe that night. There were so many people.
Broke your toe.
Yeah.
Crushed your ribs.
Yeah. There were so many people.
Where were your parents? You were 14.
Standing next to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Dad's also held her hand too. So he was also holding onto the barrier.
Bro, shout out to Dad. That's who I need on the podcast.
Oh my God. To anyone that knows my dad, that would be hilarious.
He can bring his guitar.
His guitar's currently at my house.
That's funny.
So yeah, that was a very emotional moment. But like that's something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And it was the best. And I still, when I get sad, I still think about that day. Yeah.
You don't strike me as someone that gets sad.
Look, not much, to be honest. Like, I'm actually generally a pretty happy person. But if I'm ever like, if I'm ever having a down day, I'm like, but remember that time, Han. And then it fixes everything.
Remember the cold hand of Tay Tay.
Yeah. Yeah. So generally, I'm like, always happy. Maybe it's because of that.
Could be. Look, I mean, I don't listen to a lot of her music, but I can appreciate how much effort she's put into like her whole brand and her whole business and the whole
businesswoman.
The whole story of how she came about and like she's built it all by herself, you know.
Yeah, and she's an amazing writer. Like she would be a fantastic poet. So yeah.
Who else inspires you?
Lizzie Hale and Nita Strauss and
what is it about them?
Women in rock, we love. Oh. Very talented, very...
Actually, that's something that Glenn brought up. There's this resurgence of like women in like rock bands.
Hi, Glenn. Yeah. Shotgun Mistress. Everyone, you need to listen. I can see their album right there. You should all listen to Shotgun Mistress. Yeah. They're fantastic. And we were actually saying before we were recording that you guys should be bigger than what you are because like I feel like you're amazing and I love you all very much. But yeah, the women in rock has definitely come back.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Why do you think that is?
No idea. I don't know, but I'm here for it.
We're trying to uncover all of the answers to the mystery of music. No idea.
I just got to be honest. I actually don't know.
Is it just? Do you think it's just because more women are kind of like getting into like playing instruments and like being part of bands, and there's this whole resurgence?
I think so. I think there's like, that might be it. Like, I just feel like there's less. I feel like there was a time when everyone was really concerned about what other people would think. I mean, I've always been the kind, I just don't care about any of that. But I think a lot of other people are now like, people are so worried about themselves and thinking like, everyone's like in their own little world, in their own head. And now no one cares. Just do what you want. So I think that might be.
It's hard though, because when you're, I guess, trying to fit in, you start to think about what everybody thinks. And then it's kind of like it hinders you to stop you doing things. Yeah.
I think trying to fit in is stupid and thinking about what other people think about you is also stupid because all that matters is what you think of you. So you just do your thing. You do you, boo. No one cares. Just go for it.
Have you always been like this?
To an extent, but I feel like as I get older, I just give less of a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been the person that I really didn't care. And like people in school would be like, oh, you're doing something a bit weird, a bit different. Like, don't you care? I'm like, oh, no. But like, there's always kind of a little bit that's like maybe a little bit. And then as you get older, I'm like, I just start to just care less, way less. So.
I think you get to a certain age where you're like, I'm just going to keep doing me, and whoever sticks around, they stick around.
Yeah,
like people
exactly.
Will just disappear, you know?
Yeah, good riddance. Piss off. You've got to cull the dead weight.
It just happens naturally.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm all for that. Like, I just don't care.
So what's it like? So how big's your band? How many members are there?
Five.
Are you the only female?
No. Octavia. She's our singer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's another female.
Yeah.
What's that dynamic like?
I love it. Well, Octavia and I have been friends for a very long time. Like we've known each other for years, and we've always been like, we should jam. And
She
then
a Ballarat girl.
No, Melbourne. But yeah, I've been friends with Octavia for such a long time, and we've always wanted to do something together, but it just kind of never really lined up.
Right.
And then she's like, I'm going to put on this gig. Actually, it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
She messaged me. She's like, I'm going to put on this gig. And she's like, we've always wanted to jam together. Will you learn this list of songs? And let's do it. And my first instinct was to say no because
why?
Self-doubt was a thing, and I was like,
because you were nervous.
Yeah, well, I was like, I play guitar, but I was like, but I'm not good, and I won't be able to do this. And I've not really like played much on stage before, other than like some high school stuff. Like I was just really like, oh no, like I'm not good enough. Like
You were
I
shitting
just,
your pants.
well, not even that. I was like, oh well, I'm just not even gonna do that because like I'm not good enough, and I know that I'm not good enough. So what's the point? And then I was like, actually, there is no reason to say no to this. And then I was like, this will be fun. Let's do it. I was because it was the second where I was like, wait, hold on, Hannah, this is you stopping you. You will regret it if you don't do it. So, and then I was like, yeah, and then that all happened.
So that's great. So how long? So that was a year ago.
A year ago, yeah.
So you've been playing with this band for a year.
Yeah, nearly. Like it was around this time last year.
And have you written songs for the band to play?
So no, so we're a cover band.
Yeah,
but like a good cover band. If that's
What's the cover band called?
Cherry Octane.
Hey.
Follow us on socials.
What's the? So is it just?
Cherry Octane.
Just Cherry Octane.
Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give your younger self?
There's two things. First of all, it's not a big deal. Nothing is a big deal. So I was a massive stress head. Like anything.
What?
Like just,
really?
Yeah. I was not chill. I was never chill. I was like constantly stressed about everything, like really
happened?
anxious. I don't know, but it was definitely gradual over time. I just stopped caring about dumb things that didn't matter because it was always like, will this matter in 6 months from now? Will this matter in a year from now? Like I was so stressed about everything and just constantly wound up about so much stuff that does not matter. So first thing I would say, nothing's a big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff or don't sweat the big stuff either.
Just don't sweat.
Just don't sweat. Don't exercise, guys. Don't sweat. Don't do PE. Get your mum to forge notes saying that you're unwell.
Wow.
I definitely never got my mum to do that.
Definitely.
Also, don't call your mum to tell you to come pick you up when it is time for PE. I definitely didn't do that.
Oh, shit. We need to get mum and dad on. That would be
Hi,
hilarious.
Mum and Dad. They're definitely listening to this.
They're going to fucking comment.
Ooh, damn.
I
they might.
dare you, mum and dad, to comment.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
They will. Damn it. Anyway, second piece of advice is just know your worth and never budge on that. Stay very firm in that.
They're kind of the same, I guess.
No, they're not.
No, they're
really not.
So just don't sweat. Just don't sweat the big things. Just don't sweat the little things.
Stress less.
Stress less. It's very hard when you're like growing up.
Oh, it is.
Like
and
trying to do that.
Easy for me to say that now.
Because you got like all this pressure and these expectations and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, sorry, what was the second thing?
Know your worth and don't budge on that. Stay very firm in that boundary.
Oh, that's very hard as well.
And you can't tell a teenager that.
How do you know your worth when you're trying to work out what you like?
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to work out your purpose in life.
That's exactly it.
Bro.
Yeah. And there were people that told me that and I was like, yeah, but. There was always like but. No buts.
So
be strong in your boundaries.
Do you think your younger self would take those two bits of advice?
I think my younger self would try to and maybe waver a little bit. But that all comes with time and practice.
That sounds like you've gone through a few things.
So many things.
Time and practice.
I'm very old.
Well, I did inform you who your doppelganger was.
Mandy Moore.
No.
You said Mandy Moore.
Yeah, I did say Mandy Moore.
Because someone in school told me that.
But then I found someone else.
I didn't see it. Like, I just...
You don't see it?
No.
Kerry Russell.
I don't remember what she looks like.
The picture...
But she had, like, dark curly hair.
Yeah, she had dark curly hair. But she's in The Diplomat right now.
And I have straight blonde hair.
I know. But she's in The Diplomat right now. She doesn't have the curly hair. She's got the straight hair.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, spitting image.
I'll look up a straight-haired photo of her after this then.
Yeah. Did you get any other doppelgangers like growing up?
People said Julia Stiles. That's the chick from 10 Things I Hate About You, yeah? Yeah. People said that. I never saw it, but I thought maybe it was because she had resting bitch face and I have that. And like I think it's more her personality because she's so like
Resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Why do you have resting bitch face?
Maybe it's my personality. I don't know. I do have it. Like, I smile a lot so that I don't have that. But like when I'm just chilling, it's like,
Oh yeah, I see that now.
grumpy. Or if you get me in a bad mood. Oh, it's so possible.
Do you get moody?
Yeah, I get so grumpy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, if people shit me. Like I'm genuinely really happy.
People just shit me.
Yeah.
Like, what do they do?
Oh, speak, exist, have a pulse. You know.
Wow.
I love people. I'm sorry.
You need these people to show up to your pole class.
Oh my no. Oh, why?
Why? Because you need to teach them to go up the levels.
But the people that why do I want people that make me grumpy there?
Oh no, you don't. No, definitely don't make her grumpy at pole because she loves
I'm
pole.
I'm always happy there. Yeah.
So the controversial thing I was going to ask before we went down this like
spicy. So many rabbit holes. So many
rabbit holes because I'm trying to bring it back to pole. Is there a thing between pole and strippers?
What do you mean? We use the same apparatus.
No, is there like beef?
Oh God, no.
No?
No, we love each other.
Oh, okay, that's good.
We're a happy family. No, we really admire them. Like, look, if I was in a strip club, I'd be like, do a flip, you know?
Do a flip.
I would want to see pole tricks.
I can't walk into any strip club without someone shouting out my name. Because I've taken all their photos.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is funny. That must be an experience to have. Like, yeah, I'm so popular. But are you like, no, guys, it's not because I'm a regular. It's because I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, lots of people say that. I'm sure. Yeah, that would be tough.
12 years of shooting.
Yeah, but at least you can like actually prove it and show like.
Yeah, but I don't go to strip clubs. It's just that I've taken their photos.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
So you'd be in there like shouting out, do a flip.
Oh yeah, I would want to see impressive pole tricks. Like that's just my brain. Not that I go to strip clubs. Yeah.
Often.
I've been
just once a month.
I think I've been like 2 or 3 times. And
last week.
It was like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was more just like trying to see some tricks going on. Like I wanted to see some flips, but I unfortunately didn't see any flips.
You wanted to see a performance.
Yeah.
Because it is a performance.
Yeah.
Because like dancing on a pole isn't easy.
No.
Because you guys are like athletes. Anybody that uses the pole is like your core strength is like phenomenal, right?
Yeah. It is a bit of everything though. Like people do, it is a lot of core, but also like a lot of upper body. Yeah, like a bit of legs, but mainly your core and upper body. Yeah.
A lot of injuries?
Yes. No, not too bad, but like the most common injury, I've never had this, is broken toes, but an injury that I did get was 3 cracked ribs.
Oh. Did you fall?
No, I was doing this thing. It's called a fish flop, and I'm still scared of them.
A fish flop?
Yeah, and it's like a flip that you do from the ground, assisted with the pole.
As in like.
I'll show you a video of someone else doing it later because I can't do them. But it looks really, really good. And I was wearing those 8-inch boots and they're obviously really quite heavy. So I was on the ground, like I was safe, it's all good. And then I'm doing it and then my body kind of like comes down. But with the weight of those boots and my legs were kind of like over my head and I was like on my side. And with the weight of those boots, they just kind of toppled me over and then my ribs just went into the ground. And
I forgot about the fact that you actually wear boots.
And they're so heavy.
During the performance side of things anyway.
Yeah.
like, bro, what is that's like wearing cement shoes.
It's like Gene Simmons boots on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, you guys are just athletes. You got coordination and everything. I'd just be unco.
Yeah, well, I was pretty unco that day, obviously.
How long did it take you to recover from the broken ribs?
6 weeks, question mark, with like a few every now and then I'd be like, oh, that hurts to breathe. And it was 6 weeks before I was due to fly to America.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And being on a plane with like, because like it was 6 weeks later, so I was like okay to go, but there was still like it was really hard to breathe. Like I still had to be quite careful. And then some days I'd be laying in bed and I'm like, oh, like I actually can't move, or like this just hurts. So yeah, that was really tough.
What were you doing going to America?
Going on a holiday.
Oh, I thought you were doing pole competition or something.
Nah.
Get the next level.
Nah, I was going on a holiday because it was the holiday that I'd planned to do in 2020. Obviously, didn't happen. Yeah. And I was like, I always wanted to go to the States. So I went, as my first overseas trip, I went to America for 5 weeks on my own.
Wow.
Safety first, kids.
Holy shit.
It's pretty ballsy.
That's very ballsy.
And I was like, why did I do that?
Why did you do that?
That could have been so unsafe because I wanted to go to America and I didn't have anyone to go with me. So I was just going to do it.
Where did you go?
Okay, so LA, Vegas, Miami, New York, back to LA for a week.
Oh
New
my
Orleans, you got to
God.
say New Orleans, not New Orleans. Memphis, Nashville, Great Smoky Mountains, Atlanta, and then a million stops back to Melbourne.
You went to all the dangerous places.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Hold on, are there safe places in America?
I'm sure there are some safe places in America.
The safest I felt was in Vegas.
Oh, that's because
And Nashville.
That's because all the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cops everywhere. It's great.
Yeah. What was your most favorite place to?
Either Vegas or Nashville.
Why?
The music, so I was expecting to get more out of LA and like the rock scene there. No, I went to Vegas and one night I accidentally ended up at the Hard Rock Cafe because I'd bought tickets to go see Faster Pussycat at Vamped.
Just accidentally.
And then I was like, I'm just going to drop by the Hard Rock. And I was at the store and this girl, like, she just started talking to me because they just love your accent. And then she's like, Todd Kearns is playing tonight. And I was like, excuse me? Slash's bassist? Yeah. Okay, cool. And there was like a bunch of people from like different bands and stuff. Like I think from like Lynch Mob, Lita Ford, one guy played for Melissa Etheridge, I think. Like a lot of just that kind of stuff, yeah. And it was fantastic, and that's where I ended up that night. And then that was so much fun. And then we went to Vamp later. Like I got a lot more out of like the rock scene there that I was not expecting in Vegas. I didn't know if I'd really like Vegas, but I did. And then in Nashville, I walk into the Honky Tonk Bar expecting it to yeehaw, and this band's playing Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. And I was like, oh, yes, we're home. This is good. And it's just such a fun vibe. Like anywhere you walk into, there's a live band playing. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of country, but there's also room for rock there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. Great Smoky Mountains was so beautiful and green and peaceful. And like just the further south you get, the more hillbilly it gets, and it's so fun because everyone is so happy and friendly. No one's in a rush, and everyone calls you baby girl, and they're so nice. Their
Baby
accents
girl.
are the best. Yeah, but like in a sweet way.
Yeah.
Like
Not like a creepy way.
Not in a creepy way. Like older women,
Baby
like,
girl.
hey, baby girl. But like, no, like in like a really nurturing, sweet way, and like just feel safe. And
Wholesome.
so wholesome.
Yeah.
And we did a really fun pink Jeep tour, and our driver, his name was Hillbilly, and
What is the pink Jeep tour?
Well, so a pink Jeep, the car, 4-wheel driving on Dolly Parton's land.
Oh shit.
I can say that because I have full confidence Dolly ain't listening.
I mean, she could.
Can you imagine?
Can we tag her? I could probably tag her.
Hi, Dolly.
I'll get my editor to tag her. Oh, that's me. Did you hold Dolly's hand?
I didn't see her.
Oh,
But
okay.
we were on her land because she owns a lot of land in Pigeon Forge.
Right.
And yeah, our driver, he was loose. Yeah. He was so loose.
Was he drunk?
No.
What
but
do you
was
mean
just,
he was loose?
like, just so there were two. So I was on a Kentucky tour, and there were two groups of us. So we had the
Not
fun
a
driver.
Kentucky tour.
Yeah, I did 2 Kentuckys.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What
there were.
happens on a Kentucky tour stays on a Kentucky
Nah,
tour.
tell everyone everything.
Oh shit! Just not on the podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, so there
This has to go onto YouTube. Come on, give it a chance.
So there was like this reckless driver. No, not reckless. He was just fun. And then there was like a very good, safe Jeep driver.
Right.
We didn't have the safe, good Jeep driver. And I'm really happy about that because it was so much fun.
Yeah, because like they've just got to be a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to. Do you think it was a performance he was doing? Or
yeah, but it was so good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna tip you. That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was still safe. Like he knew what he was doing, and he would just like tell us to hold on. When we were gonna go flying and stuff like that. So would do it again 15 times.
That sounds wild.
Yeah.
Worst place that you went to?
Look, I loved New Orleans and I loved Memphis, but they are so unsafe and you feel so unsafe. So that's really hard. They were fun. They were great. But yeah, they're so unsafe. They're really, really scary places. If you're thinking of going there, go there, but like don't be alone.
Don't do what you did.
Well, I mean, I was on a Kentucky, but I had to meet them there at New Orleans. So that was scary.
Yeah.
That was really scary. Yeah, even in the hotel, like people were so dodgy, but it's a fun place. Like you've got to go there once. They're both really fun. Yeah, they're unsafe though.
Have you done any other travel other than the US?
I went to Hawaii, so yeah, that's America as well. Actually, I did that this year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and like when I was a kid, we did a lot of family trips like around Australia and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was Hawaii like?
Beautiful. So a lot of people say that it's overrated and it's just like the Gold Coast, but like what Gold Coast are they going to? It's beautiful. Like yeah, Gold Coast is great, but like they're not the same.
Yeah.
Like it's so beautiful. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny. Stunning.
It's commercial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gold Coast, I mean.
Yeah,
Gold Coast.
Yeah, it is. But like, it's just like a picture, and photos don't do it justice. You just get there and you're like, this is the most beautiful place ever. Yeah.
Where else would you travel in the world if you had a chance?
I don't know if there's anywhere that I wouldn't go to.
Oh, you'd go everywhere?
Yeah.
Where's the next on your bucket list?
I want to go to Greece.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to do like a Greek island hopping thing.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Next year.
I have a mortgage on my own.
Oh shit.
That I like. Look,
maybe not next year.
Maybe the year after. Yeah. Like I am definitely saving with travel in mind, but it might not be next year.
I'm going to New Zealand in January.
Oh, nice. How long?
Like 12 days. My mate's getting married.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take 7 days just to roam around by myself.
Yeah.
Try to get some photo shoots.
Yeah.
And take my drone.
Ooh, that'd be good. Do you have like anything booked or planned that you're going to be doing?
Nope.
That's so good though, because you can just wing it.
You just roll with it.
Yeah.
Look, I put a call out saying that I'm coming, but no one's really.
But it's still
said
nice
anything,
and chill. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
And then I have to go to Bali in March.
Have to.
Yeah, because I kind of have like a business meeting.
What a drag.
I know. Hopefully the volcano doesn't erupt again.
Yeah, fingers crossed. How long are you going there for?
I might take a couple of weeks.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Bali?
I can't remember.
Oh.
And then I want to go to Germany.
Why?
Because since starting up my photography account again,
Okay.
I've been inundated with people like, when are you coming to our country?
Oh!
Germany, the US.
Wow.
People are coming here from Canada.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
You're a big deal. That's such a compliment though. And that's amazing. Good on you. That's so exciting.
it's just funny. I find it funny. I'm like, I kind of feel like I still don't know what I'm doing.
But you do. No, you do really know what you're doing. Because trust me, I've done shoots with people that don't know what they're doing. You do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the photos are great. So
you like the photos?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Some good feedback. Some great feedback.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had some great feedback.
I mean, I don't know. I got a few fire emojis when I was about it. I don't know. Like,
what do you think about emojis?
I love emojis.
I love emojis as well.
They're the best.
Yeah.
What's your favorite emoji?
The cat one.
Why?
With the eyes. Because my last name's Felix.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Very nice.
Actually, we haven't seen a cat yet other than Larry, who was outside. I think the other two are upstairs.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they don't like me.
Yeah. Plans for next year. What are your plans for next year?
Work.
Just build up your pole classes.
I mean, they're quite full actually.
Are
But
they?
definitely sign up at the pole room, guys. Come see me at work. Yeah, more gigs. I think we'll definitely that's definitely on the cards. Doing more gigs, so that'd be fun. Continue making enough time for my own pole training because when you're teaching and when you're training for yourself, two very different things. So I definitely want to keep that up because I've made a lot of progress this year. So I want to continue that. But to be honest, I'm so happy with my life right now. Like everything's really good. I'm happy just continuing what I am doing. And yeah, maybe later in the year I might I don't know, book a trip to Bali or something. Probably not going to make it to Greece, but that's all right. Yeah. So
The following year.
Yeah, I think so.
Just do another Kentucky.
Oh God. I don't know if who I am now can handle that. My liver doesn't.
Your liver?
I don't think it will like that.
Oh. Yeah, no, definitely don't do that if your liver can't cope.
I want a chill holiday.
Oh yeah, with less people around.
Less people, not getting smashed every night, you know? 9 a.m.
With alcohol.
Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, I think just guitar, pole, maybe a little bit of travel.
Are you learning any new songs right now on guitar?
I am relearning some songs that I learnt when I was about 12.
Oh shit!
For Cherry Octane to cover live.
Right.
So
can you
I don't know.
Name some of these songs for the lineup?
I'm not naming any names, but I'm giving you a hint.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure.
That's one of them.
Oh.
But there's some really lit ones, guys. So come to the shows because I get to show off. So because I'm a rhythm guitarist and I'll be able to do some fun things.
Oh. Do you play regularly at a venue, like a regular venue, or you move around?
Wherever asks us to play.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's
your favorite venue?
I actually don't know. Do I have a favorite venue? Let me just think about where we've played. No, not that.
The Forum.
I've never played the Forum, but can you imagine? Actually, I do really like that venue. As actually places to go to see a gig, Max Watts has incredible sound. I love that place. Yeah. I saw the Struts there actually in February. That was awesome. So good. The sound there is immaculate. So yeah, that's my favorite venue to watch. Because I've never played there because why would I have?
Is that a goal?
Honestly, no. No, not necessarily. It's just I'm doing this because I love it, and I would happily play in a lounge room. You know what I mean? It's not that's where I want to get to. That's not my vibe.
You want to take pole,
but I wouldn't be mad. Maybe, I don't know. I'm so happy where I am right now.
What's driving? What gets you up every day out of bed?
My alarm.
Besides your alarm,
I'm always motivated to just go. I'm always oh my gosh, I've got such a stressful day. I've got heaps to do. But I thrive in chaos. I have to have a really tight, busy schedule. I'm okay, get up, go for a walk, then meal prep, get ready for the day, play guitar for 1 or 2 hours, and then go to the gym, hang out there for a while. No, I do work actually very, very hard. Don't just hang out and then go to work because my day's kind of probably backwards to what the average person's day is because I do work in the afternoon till late at night. So that's how my days are structured. But like, yeah, I'm always just like, okay, well, you better get out of bed right now because A, it's only harder if you don't get out of bed when your alarm goes off. I have never hit the snooze button in my life. I'm not joking. And I've got like so much to do before work. So it's like, you better get up.
Yeah. What, like, because your day is like backwards, do you find it hard to like wind down at night?
Yeah, sometimes, but also it's like I'm so exhausted from such a huge day. I'm just zonked. So I'm like, I just hit the pillow. Yeah. But like, yeah, sometimes it is, but you know, just no screens before bed and just, I'm so tired. Let's go.
And then are there specific exercises that people can do at the gym that'll help pole?
Practice your pull-ups, guys.
Oh, for your upper body strength.
Yeah, that's probably the number one that I would say. Yeah.
Because then you won't hurt yourself doing that flippy fish thing.
Yeah, there's that. But also, yeah, it'll just make everything a lot easier, like all of the tricks, because it's just so much upper body. Yeah, all of the tricks will be a lot easier to do. Yeah.
And is it hard to get used to the fact that the pole rotates and like, because you're not like, you haven't got it greased up, like it actually
greased up.
It actually rotates. But then how do you stop it?
Okay, so fun fact, you can put a pole on spin or static.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
No. Look, Morgan tried to explain it to me the other day. Okay. What do you mean?
So, at the bottom of the pole, there is like a
button,
a screw, and you get an Allen key, and you turn it either way, and then the pole is on spin or it can be on static.
But you can't do that like mid-performance.
No, not mid-performance. There are some new poles where you can do that. There's like a thing that you turn at the bottom of the pole, but you have to be in a certain position to do it. So say if I'm doing like a handstand on the pole, I could like. But it would be pretty dodgy. Like I wouldn't trust it. Yeah. It might not work. Yeah. So if you're on spin pole, it can be a little harder to control. So you just want to make sure you're controlling your momentum. And if you need the pole to slow down, you just like stretch a limb out. Like if I put my arm out like that, the pole will slow down. If I'm fully close into the pole, it'll spin a lot faster than if I like put a leg or an arm out. And then on static, you can yeet yourself as hard as you like. It's so much fun. Yeah, get all the momentum you want. Like just go for it because it ain't moving.
As in the pole's not moving.
Pole, yeah.
But then how do you? But don't you get like skin burn?
Yeah. Just don't be a bitch.
Wow. If someone wanted to get into pole, what do they need to do?
Come see me at the pole room, Mitcham. So I would recommend getting in touch with your local pole studio, the pole room, Mitcham.
Shout out to the pole room, Mitcham.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, they slay. Either like
There's a girl that works there. She's slightly like
crazy.
Got no friends. She like plays guitar.
I have friends now because I work at the pole room. See, you'll make friends.
Fair enough.
If you have no friends, come here. We got you. We will be your friends. No, but for real, best.
We will be your friend.
Literally, best community though. We have such a good community. But yeah, if you're wanting to,
it is so good to have a community.
It is, and yeah, no, it's fantastic. Either message your local pole studio on Facebook or Instagram, give them a call, or if you are near them, go into the studio and just talk to someone there, just so you can see it, get the vibe for it, see how you feel, because it can be a little bit daunting going into something new like that. If you haven't ever done it before, and just have a look around, ask for a studio tour, and then see how you feel then, and then maybe ask, okay, what's your schedule like? What beginner classes do you have? What packages do you have running? Yeah.
And in terms of flexibility wise, like...
Well, the thing is, you don't need to have any of that when you start. So,
because my flexibility is shit, but I ain't coming to a pole class.
Why?
I don't know.
You say that now. Anyway.
I've taken up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, that's sick. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going really good, actually. It's going really good, but my fingers hurt.
Yeah.
From like...
But the conditioning,
the knuckles.
The more you do it, the less it'll hurt.
Look, there's a guy in the class. The last class we were at on Wednesday, we're both like, at what point do we start to get good? Like,
how long have you been doing it?
Oh, like only since the start of October. But like, you just feel like unco because everybody's like choking you out. And like, I think it's only going to be, it has to be like a year before you then start realizing that, oh shit, you actually remember stuff.
Yeah. And you probably don't realize that you're progressing like when you like from your first class to now. Like you probably don't realize that you are progressing.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, there's no secret code. You've just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that I was really apprehensive about my lower back.
Oh, okay.
And because of the movement and the movement and just the style and the techniques, like, and being on your back all of the time, like, it's actually helped my back.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Mm.
That's awesome.
And then, and then the fact that it's just like human chess with your body and like professional man cuddling is how I describe it. Because that's what it is.
It is. I never thought about it like that, but that makes so much sense.
Like, I'm 95 kilos and there's like 70 kilo guys like laying on me and I feel like it's a 200 kg on me.
Professional cuddlers. That's beautiful.
And like, why do I sweat so much? I'm like sweating. I'm the sweatiest person there.
Because you're being cuddled by heavy men.
No, they're not even heavier than me.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I don't know.
It's pretty funny though.
It would be.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I try to go twice a week. If I only go once a week, I don't get the benefit. But twice a week.
Consistency.
Yeah. Okay, so anybody who wants to start doing pole, just get in contact and
just get in contact and go see the studio for yourself first. That's what I would recommend.
I think it's so important to like suss things out and like work out whether or not you're gonna get the right feel and stuff.
Yeah, and it definitely makes it a lot less daunting when you like actually talk to someone that works there and they show you around and it's like, okay, cool, this isn't scary, let's go.
And then what about like shoes and stuff like that? Like,
so they
you have to buy the 18-inch.
Jeez. No, so they're fun and they're great, but if you are the kind of person that prefers to do things barefoot, hell yeah, go for it. But if you want to try your shoes out, which you will want to, awesome. Like you don't have to, there's no pressure to do it.
Right.
But like generally after a few classes, people are like, oh yeah, I do want to try them. And then you can buy them. But like you don't have to if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable, if that's not your style, you do not have to. Everyone can do it however they want to do it.
And is there like national competitions for this type of stuff?
Yeah.
Like, and how often do they run?
There's like a bunch of ones that are annual. So there's like, it used to be, I don't know if it's Miss Pole Australia or MX Pole Australia, but there's like, Australia-wide. There are international ones. I'm so terrible. I actually don't know any of the names of the international ones. So there's.
I thought you had a good memory.
No.
I
do.
Not for international stuff.
I do actually have a freakishly good memory, but I actually have never.
She says that now.
I've actually never known anything about like international pole stuff. I know that they exist though.
I know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, that's a good way to be. I would like that.
Why?
No Thoughts November.
No Thoughts November.
Yeah.
Wow.
Haven't you seen that?
No, I have
it's just
not.
like a little meme.
No.
No Thoughts November. No more thoughts.
I do love a good meme.
I love memes.
Yeah.
They
What's the funniest meme?
I saw one today and I was at the gym and I started laughing at the gym and I don't actually know if I saved it.
Oh, I'm laughing at the gym all the time. I swear to God, people think I'm crazy there.
Why are you laughing at the gym?
Because I'm on my phone when I'm doing cardio.
Looking at funny memes?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
There was some
Oh my gosh, tell me. I'm so upset that I can't remember this meme. I'm pretty sure I saved it, but
There was something. So this guy was like, send this to your friend and tell him he's gay. and then the next thing was, he does jiu-jitsu. I'm like, that is so fucking funny. I'm like, whoever made that
does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Probably. really trying to remember the meme that
I think memes are interesting because you never know who started it.
Yeah, imagine being the creator of a meme and you never get the credit for it.
Yeah. And like people should start digitally signing these memes so then you know where they came from. There's probably some Russian hacker or something.
They should. That'd be amazing. Yeah.
Have you remembered the meme yet?
No, I have saved it on my phone though.
Oh.
I remember. I know I have it there.
Right. Okay. Maybe second last question.
Okay.
If you could have dinner with anybody in the world, dead or alive.
Preferably alive.
I mean.
I know what you mean. Sorry, I had to say that.
Yep. Who would it be?
Oh my.
And why?
This is so stressful. This is a very stressful question. Oh my goodness. I'm really stressed right now. Like, I feel like a lot of people want me to say Taylor Swift, but I'm not going to say that.
No, because you touched the hand.
We've practically already had dinner.
You went home and you're like, I'm not washing my hand for like 4 weeks.
Oh, I didn't want to wash it and then I forgot about it. And I washed it. Damn it. If I could have dinner with anyone, definitely. Okay. Okay. Maybe.
Bon Jovi.
No.
Oh.
No, not him.
Slash.
Maybe like, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't be very talkative. I was maybe like Lizzie Hale or Miles Kennedy or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I love them. Like, because they're so talented. They're just so talented. And I'm gonna be like, well, can you give me some of that talent, please?
So you'd want to just like
and ask about their writing,
interrogate them on like,
and then maybe get them to serenade me.
There's the ulterior motive. Serenade me, please.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're both very, very talented people, so I'd love to like talk about their writing and stuff like that. So, and just like sit there and be like, oh my God.
Mine would be the Dalai Lama.
Why?
Because I'm fascinated by Buddhism and just that whole way of life.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be sick.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
I mean, I've never really thought about it. Like, I guess.
You guess?
Yeah, I get like, sure. Like, I guess.
So you're not religious?
No.
No.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not
Except
like.
for pole. Pole's a religion.
That is a religion. It really is. Yeah.
And music.
Yeah, that for sure. Yeah. Like I guess I believe in it. Like I'm not like full diehard like one way or the other. I'm like, no real opinions there.
Yeah, it's. I just find I got into my interest in Buddhism started like when my parents separated.
Oh, okay.
And my mum went through all these like different religions to try and find herself, and she took me and my brother to a Buddhist temple.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, this is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Like just the whole way of life. And then my best mate who I met in Perth, who I came here to live with from Perth, his parents are very Buddhist. And his dad's Buddhist. Yeah. And I was just fascinated. So, and then when the Dalai Lama came to Melbourne, I actually went to his talk.
Oh, wow. How was it?
Yeah, it was fascinating. Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
Yeah. And the fact that he's currently still exiled from his country. So he's been living in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah.
And like traveling the world and, you know.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Like that's just so sad for like what he's trying to achieve, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
How can people contact you, pole or music?
Oh, okay. My Instagram, Hannah K. Lind.
Hannah K. Lind.
The K stands for Kate.
Not.
Oh, some people do think that my last name is Clind or Clind.
Oh, yeah.
No.
K. Lind.
It's Hannah K. Unbuttoned.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, what's the K for? Cleaned.
So they'll contact you for poll.
Look, for poll stuff, not on my personal socials because I am not the most reliable human when it comes to that. If you do actually want to contact the Poll Room Mitchum, definitely go through the Poll Room Mitchum's Facebook page on the inbox there. I am so much better at responding on there than my own messages, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or just come see me on reception if you're local. So,
Yeah. Fantastic.
Or you can email me, hannah@thepollroom.com.au.
And then the band,
Cherry Octane on Instagram and Facebook.
Cherry Octane. Check them out.
Yes, please do.
Follow you at your next gig.
Yeah. I actually don't know when that one is, but it'll be sometime next year, early next year.
Yeah, fantastic.
And we'll be posting everywhere, so you can't miss it. I like to spam things. So,
I like to spam things as well.
so no excuses.
How do people find out stuff? You just have to keep telling them.
Yeah, exactly. And then people are like, oh, you didn't tell me this. I'm like, sis, I did.
So good. Let me just take a quick selfie. Amazing. Again, thanks, Hannah, for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great having to chat and learn more about you.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks, everyone, for listening in. Make sure you hit subscribe, that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys.
Oh, my God. Thank you if you got this far. What the heck?
Mum and Dad, you need to comment.
Mum and Dad are still here. Are Mum and Dad the only ones still listening? Possibly.
No. Glenn will listen.
Actually, yes, Glenn will listen. Hi, Glenn.
Glenn and Brennan.
Maybe. I don't know. Who? If you're still listening, just let me know because I'm just intrigued.
Well, it'll be on Spotify. It'll be on YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon, and iHeartRadio.
God damn, I hope you all enjoyed my story about the magic lunchbox.
Yeah, we're going to find... You should get that published.
It's laminated. I have the physical copy is at my parents' place. I know exactly where it is.
It's laminated, so it's in pristine condition.
It's in very good condition. I illustrated it too.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should get it published. We're looking for a publisher. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you guys later.